Hey everyone, I wanted to hop on here really quick to share something with you. If you have watched my live videos before, you know that I just love to come on here and share things that are working for me in my crazy life to help you in your crazy life, okay? We're all in this together. So I made two things this week for Hannah, two things that I've been wanting to do since like before I had a child, but one, didn't think I had the time. Two, didn't think I had the patience. I didn't think I would be able to do it. Just all these things ran through my head. So I finally did them and I was surprised and I thought I would share with you. So one thing that I did was I made scented Play-Doh. So I went into making Play-Doh with the idea that only super organized, perfect, whatever moms did this type of thing. And I was like, well, shoot. For like 5 seconds, I'm going to be a super perfect, organized, whatever that means, mom. And I'm going to make some stinking Play-Doh. So I turned to the mom Google, aka Pinterest, and looked up Play-Doh. And so I found this recipe and it was only 4 ingredients. So I was like, all right, I have all 4 of these ingredients. It's not going to cost me anything to make this. So it was super cost effective and it took not even 5 minutes. So here's how you do it. All right, you need 1 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of salt. I'm sorry, it has 5 ingredients. 1 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of salt, 1 Kool-Aid packet, 1 tablespoon of oil. I used canola, what I had in my cabinet, and 1 cup of water. So all super cheap things, so even if you don't have them, they're super easy to find. But anyway, so what you do is, for those of you who just hopped on again, this is how you make scented Play-Doh for your kids to play with. So you get the cup of flour, the 1/4 cup of salt, and the Kool-Aid packet, and you stir it all together. Then you boil water. While you're boiling the water, you add the tablespoon of oil and kind of mix that into the dry ingredients. And then once the water is boiling, you get 1 cup and pour it in and stir it with a spoon because it's boiling water. Once it's cool enough, grab it with your hands and mix it around with your hands. Okay, it's so easy to do. When I did it, I added a little extra water because it ended up being very dry when I made it. So just keep that in mind, have some extra water ready. But it literally took me 2 or 3 minutes to make it. And it smelled like Kool-Aid. And what was cool, this could be cool. Words. This could be cool to do with older kids as like an experiment of solids and liquids and all that stuff and gases because of steam from the water. But also Kool-Aid, when it is not mixed yet, when it's dry, it's like white. So I'm mixing it together and I'm like, this is crap. Like white Play-Doh. My kid is going to think, I don't know what she's going to think. It's like a potato or something. I don't know. But anyway, but when you add the hot water, what happens to Kool-Aid when you mix it? It turns the color. So I used pink lemonade Kool-Aid because that's just what we had in the cabinet. And it turned this really pretty light pink color. And it was so fun. It smelled so good. And it only took a few minutes. And then what I did was I put it out on a cutting board. I just mashed it on a cutting board and got, you know those shape sorters? Again, I'm not looking to spend money, right? Those shape sorters, I got all the shapes from it and we just cut little shapes and I showed her how to mush it and how to make little Play-Doh balls with it and mash them together and she loved it and she did not put it in her mouth, which is amazing. And to be real with you, if I'm going to give Hannah something and I think she's going to put in her mouth, I taste it. So I did, and it just tastes like pure salt, which is disgusting. So even if your child tastes it, you're probably fine. But anyway, so that's how I made Play-Doh. It was so fun. So what I would actually do next time is get different flavors of Kool-Aid and just make different colors and different scents and let her smell them and look at the colors. Because even though she's not speaking yet, she is definitely learning. So again, that could be a fun experiment for older kids to have them help you do it. Or just with babies to let them mush things. And I'm thinking about putting beads in it because something that a lot of a lot of occupational therapists do is they put small objects in like slime and Play-Doh, and the kids have to use this reflex, the grasper, I don't know the technical term, to pull them out, and it's really good for those fine motor skills, and also it's just keeping them engaged. Like, she actually really thought it was hilarious. I let her smush her feet into it and everything, and I still have it. So what I did was I put it in a Tupperware container, and we still have it and can play with it. And then the other thing I did was I made a rice bin. So I have seen these forever. As a behavioral therapist, we used them constantly to give the kids just a break from their work. And they are so fun, and they're not too messy. Like, the worst mess you get is some rice on the floor, and realistically, you can sweep that up, no problem. Or just do it outside and let the birds eat it, which isn't ideal, but whatever. I'm all about convenience here, especially with an infant. So to do this, I just wung it. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew, like, how bad could you mess up a rice bin? So I got a container, and I put like 2 cups of rice in it, and I am a Christmas freak. So I got red food coloring, and I put just 4 drops on the top of the rice and stirred it with a spoon until it was like really soaked in. And then I did 4 drops of green, and I stirred it with a spoon until it was all soaked in. And I tested this too, like I touched the rice to make sure my child's hands weren't going to be red and green forever. And the food dye did not come off on my fingers once it was soaked into the rice. And what's cool is there are like darker pieces and lighter pieces, and it looks really pretty. I'm going to be posting pictures of these things, but anyway. And then I got little jingle bells, and I threw those in there, but I was just using what I had around the house. Like, in a dream world, you could get like little plastic animals, you could get little scoops for scooping the rice. I didn't have anything like that, so what I did was I got a spoon, and I got, you know, the caps that go on top of baby bottles. I got one of those, and we used those to scoop with, and she actually like pulled all the bells out and put them in the top of the baby bottle top. And it was so fun, and it was so easy. And what I learned from that was, again, it took like 2 minutes to make. It cost me nothing because I had all the stuff in my house, but I definitely will add more things to it next time so that she's engaged for a little bit longer. But what is one thing that I would suggest is just really being willing to play with it and show your child. Like, I had to grab her hand and kind of squish it around in the rice and show her, like, it's okay to make a mess with this. And then also, while we're cleaning it up, I use that as like a learning opportunity too. Like, let's clean it up together. Even though she's a baby, she still watches me clean up and not get like cranky and crazy when I'm cleaning up after her. And so that's a fun lesson, but you can have so much fun with it. Use whatever colors you want. You can use whatever's in your house to put in there. You can do this for older kids. You put dry beans, so you add extra texture and colors to talk about. But anyway, those were so fun, and I knew as a mom that, you know, we're a community, moms, or any caregivers at all. If you take care of children at all, we are a community of people. We need to be sticking together and supporting each other. So I really just wanted to share what was working for me, what I learned from it. And if you try this, let me know. Like, maybe put pictures in the comments of this video, or tag me on your story, on your timeline, sharing pictures and videos of your little ones playing with scented Play-Doh, homemade scented Play-Doh, and homemade rice bins. It is awesome, and you can be all perfect, organized mom. Whatever that means, right? I just felt awesome. I was like, I did a thing today. It was great, and it cost me no money. But anyway, thank you for giving me a chunk of your Wednesday. I'm going to keep doing these videos, so please stay tuned. Tag anyone that you think could benefit from this, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.